Hello everybody, and welcome to another road video. This video, you can tell when we go across the bridge, this is East Beach Street. And you can tell that's the old bridge. There's a brand new bridge. They completely replaced this bridge. And it's not been that long ago, but it's been long enough that you can date this video. I pulled this video out of my archives. And we're on East Beach Street, and we're going to turn right on South Indiana Avenue. And you'll notice that house there on the left-hand side as we turn. It was called the Hatchet House. It is no longer there because they tore it down not too long ago. So this video was before that occurred. We're on South Indiana Avenue, and in a short while we'll go around a curve, and when we go around the curve we'll be on East Hemlock Street. I can remember the area to the right-hand side back before any structures were off. If you went straight back then, the remnants of, they called it Furnace Town. It was the remnants of the ironworks was located to the right-hand side. So I lived in this area when long before the projects came, and there was a huge sawmill to the right. So I date back to those days. That was back in the 40s when I came to this area. We're on East Hemlock, and to the left there is South Cumberland Avenue. That's where my wife was born. And the house that she lived in, there's a new house there now, so the old structure is gone. And that's South Cumberland Avenue. And up when I moved into this area, that little store there was Henniger's Grocery. It became Walker's Grocery. And when we cross the intersection, we'll be on the Long Hollow Road. I don't know if anybody has that where the Walker's Grocery was at. I don't know if someone has reopened that or not. So you can tell this video has a few years on it. It came out of my archives, and I'd been reviewing some of my video files, and when I find something, well, this video, what happened, at one time I had this video posted and I had music behind it, and I didn't break any copyright laws, but the people that own copyrighted music that let you use it on your YouTube videos, you never know how long they're going to let you continue. And in the case of this video, I guess they decided that they didn't want to share their music with YouTubers, so this video was blocked and I deleted it. So that's why I'm doing it from my video archives. So if you've seen some of this scenery before, it had music behind it. Maybe you didn't. But anyway, I only have this one copy posted. I deleted the other copy this morning. We're on the Long Hollow Road. Beautiful day. This was back before I purchased a mount to place on my vehicle, so the camera is on the inside on the dash, and that's why you're getting some reflection from the sun. And then later on I purchased some suction cups, can't even say the word, suction cups, and to where I could put it on the windshield outside or on the hood. Now we just turned left on Camp Ridge Road, when you're coming in the opposite direction on Camp Ridge Road, you get a spectacular view of La Follette, Cumberland Mountains, and the valley going down to Jacksboro and Caryville if you're coming in the opposite direction on Camp Ridge Road. I'm sure people that live in this area, somebody will see the video. And as I say, this video came out of my video archives. So it's a couple of years old, I think. Maybe, I don't know, I'm going to say 2 years. But the way time flies anymore, you'll be watching a video and you'll think it was like 2 years ago, and then you'll check. I wish I'd have checked before I deleted the other video with the music behind it. I could have told you exactly when I uploaded that video, and why I did not do that, I don't know. So Camp Ridge Road, we continue to climb up on this ridge. And if you've never been on Camp Ridge Road, you can come in from the other side. You'll see some of the roads that I go into that will be familiar. But if you've never been down Camp Ridge Road, coming the opposite direction, it's one of the prettiest views that you'll find of La Follette, other than up on High Knob. This is one of the prettiest views that you'll have of the valley, especially looking down toward Jacksboro and Caryville. And as you can tell, we're still climbing. I don't know what the elevation is up here on Camp Ridge Road where we turn right. We'll be turning right on Davis Chapel Road. There's a monument company there on the right. That's not what it appears to be. It's just a monument company. Okay, we're going to turn right on Davis Chapel Road. Now, I'll show you. Davis Chapel Road goes in two directions. It's been a while since I've been to the right, which when I checked Google Maps, it lists the right-hand road, Davis Chapel Road, and the left-hand road, Davis Chapel Road. And we're about to come up on that crossroads, or not a crossroads, but a V. Okay, to the right, that's Davis Chapel Road, and this is Davis Chapel Road, according to the map, Google Map, because I checked it before I started this video. So I was not aware of that until I checked it on the map. And another thing, until I did this video, only one time before, I think, did I take Davis Chapel Road to the left. Up here by the Disabled American Veterans Building. I don't know if they still have that building or not. We'll know when we go by it. I'll show you. Most of the time, when I came up this way, I would turn right and go down and get on Camp Ridge Road, which we just came up. The white building that you see on the left up there, I would come out on Davis Chapel Road right here, but I think only one time did I ever go left. So if you're up in this area and you've never been down this part of Davis Chapel Road, it's kind of, what am I trying to say? The first time I saw it, it was like it was seeing it for the first time, but it had a different feeling because I was in an area of La Follette or Campbell County that I had never been in before. So you can tell it's a pretty part of Davis Chapel Road. And it continues. You'll see when we get down here, it's almost like a dirt road when you turn left, which is still Davis Chapel Road. If you go straight, you can check it out on Google Maps. It's I should have copied down some of these roads that we didn't get on, but we came near, but I didn't. But it's a simple matter. If you want to educate yourself a little more, you can go on Google Maps or Google Earth, and it'll tell you exactly where I was at when I turned left, which continues to be Davis Chapel Road. This video is about 20 minutes long. It's a little longer than I like my videos to be, but I had 2 files, and my second file was only like 3 minutes long, so I decided to combine it with the first one, which is 17 minutes and something long. Now we're going to turn left on Davis Chapel Road. This part of it is pretty good shape, paved. And down here a short ways, this road changes names. It changes from Davis Chapel Road to Howard Road. And I'll show you approximately where that happens. It's kind of remote back in here. As you can see, it would be difficult to pass a vehicle coming in the opposite direction on this road because it's really narrow. And for years I didn't even know this road was in existence. We're still on Davis Chapel Road. When we go across the stream, I think you can see to the right, I think it's a little bridge. When you go across that bridge, you go from Davis Chapel to Howard Road. Is it right here? I think right here. You go from Davis Chapel Road. Now we're on Howard Road, and not far we're going to be on a road, this same road, but the name changes again, and it's called Rainforest Road, which I didn't know that until I started to check Google Maps to do this video. I think up here on top of the hill, anybody that lives out in this area knows exactly where the change occurs, but I'm going to say at the top of the hill, it goes from Howard Road to Rainforest Road. Right in here is the change. So now we're on Rainforest Road. Somewhere in, you can see a dog running there off to the left. I didn't have any landmarks. I keep hitting my mic if you hear it make any noise. But Rainforest Road begins right in here. And we'll follow Rainforest Road all the way to the old Middlesboro Highway. You know, I never plan these days. It just so happens that most of the time that I get out to do a road video, the weather is pretty like this. I didn't plan this. I didn't look outside and say, oh, it'd be a pretty day to do a video. I just decided to do a video, and lo and behold, it was a beautiful day. As we continue on Rainforest Road, the reason I'm jabbering so much is I don't have an audio portion coming in from the camera on this video. So rather than just have it silent or you think your speakers are on the blink, I'm just rambling along. I'll say again, it's kind of remote back here. This would be a good place to come build a house if you want to get away from everybody. If I know anybody that lives out here, I don't know it, because I'd never been out in here to anyone's house in this part. Now, on down near Middlesboro Highway, I have. Because this Rainforest Road comes into the old Middlesboro Highway. I'm doing the video from inside the vehicle. This is a truck that I used to own. Was a stick shift truck. And I learned to drive on a stick shift and was pretty good at driving a stick shift. But when I got this truck, I thought, man, I wouldn't have a stick shift. I eventually sold this truck. It was an old truck, but it was in good condition. Ran good, had great tires on it, 4-wheel drive. I think it was a 95, I can't remember, Chevrolet truck. But that's what I'm using to do this video. Maybe this video, when I did this, maybe it's been 3 or 4 years. I can't remember. So you probably will see things that used to exist that do not exist now. Now I've been to this part, in this part right here. I've been to some people's houses that I knew years ago. Okay, now we're going to go off of Rainforest Road onto the old Middlesboro Highway. Now, if I have any of these streets wrong, you can give me a comment. The only thing I've got to go by, and I could have made a mistake when I was checking it, is the only thing I've got to go by is Google Maps. So if I named one of these streets incorrectly, you can leave me a comment and tell me where the mistake was at on the name of the road. We're in the Glade Springs community, and we're going to turn left on the Glade Springs Road. Right here. The reason I got silent there, I thought there was a lot of traffic when I did this video. It must have been a different video I did. And what this video is going to end up here at Highway 63, going up the valley to Harrogate. So when I get to the stop sign up here, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you very much for supporting my Nothing But History YouTube channel. And thank you for any comments that you give me. Thank you for passing my videos around. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody.